Welcome back to Just One Question 2024 version. And I am so excited to have one of my favorite people on the planet on this Just One Question, Trish Kendall. Trish is an inspirational speaker. And when I say inspirational speaker, she really is. You bring her in to talk to your group and you will be inspired. She talks about enduring success. But she's here today because most recently she gave an amazing TEDx talk at TEDxWaldenPond, and we're going to learn a little bit about how that went down. So welcome, Trish. How the heck are you?
Awesome. Nick, Happy New Year. Oh my God, and we were talking about a few minutes before we hit go that it's January 10th and we're already on fire, like just
Yeah.
going and doing. And so I'm glad that we were able to figure out how to make this work before we're both all over the place.
Yes, it was going to be a challenge, and we seized the moment. So, all right, let's get right to it. TEDx Walden Pond. You were
In the
one of the
books.
speakers. Yes, it's done. It's up there. You can find it on YouTube. Just Google TEDx Walden Pond and Trish Kendall. How did it go down? Tell us about the experience.
Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna chunk this down maybe to something that's just been on my mind because I've been reflecting about the whole experience
Mm.
really nonstop and from planning and preparing and practicing and performing if I think about it within a framework. But the thing that has stayed on my mind so much is as you said, I'm an inspirational speaker. So I'm out there around the world inspiring audiences with a 45-minute, typically, a 45-minute speech that I have crafted that delivers a message that helps audiences transform their beliefs around success. And so there is a
Mm.
journey. There is a journey and 5 choices and a journey that I take this audience on. Well, for TEDx, it's a different audience. It's a different platform. Heck, it's different time, right? I mean,
Right.
45 minutes, you bring it down to 16 minutes. And
Mm.
I get this as background because the biggest thing that I had to, and you helped me with this, figure out is, so yes, my message is the same, but what is the story that I'm telling
Mm.
in this instance, for this audience, in this setting, for this platform? And I struggled a bit with like, oh wait, but what about this? It's great, but it doesn't belong here, or what about this? Awesome. Different setting, different scenario. So it was really around uh choosing to embrace the fact that I needed to create something new
Mm. Excellent. Yeah.
for this. And I'm very proud and happy with what was created. Uh but it took some internal struggle on wait, hold on, but I have something great. Well, yeah, that's not going to work in this scenario. So really creating something new, special for TEDx and staying true to the message, staying true to the message, the idea, my anchor point, but creating a new story.
Yeah. Amazing. And I have some sense, because we did talk to each other about this as we went along, as you went along. I have some sense of the distance you had to travel to get it from, I mean, just to be blunt and crass about it, from 45 minutes down to under 18 minutes is an extraordinary thing. That's less than half. And
Mhm.
and there was no fat in the, and to your point, there was no fat in the 40, there is no fat in the 45-minute keynote. And so it's not about, well, we'll just cut out some of the unnecessary bits. It is about rethinking, and it makes a great point that I think listeners should take away, which is that when you change the time and how much time you have with an audience, that extremely, then it is a different thing. It's not the same thing, just shorter. You can't talk twice as fast and make it happen. uh,
Yeah.
and so just thinking about how that is different and what you can accomplish in under 18 minutes is extraordinary thing and a real journey. And I have to say, you did it amazingly well. So congratulations. Um,
Well, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and everybody should check out Trisha's Trish's TEDx talk. So where do you go from here? What are you going to do with
Well,
that TEDx talk
well,
and everything else?
but for me with TEDx, it is something that I have wanted to do and accomplish, and so that's done, and I'm proud of it, and people are going to it and seeing it, and it's awesome. But now I'm like going and doing what I do, so
Mhm.
now I'm back to doing what it is I do. And then one last thing, the other struggle was immediately after the TEDx when I was going to deliver a keynote inspirational speech and then facilitate an inspirational workshop. I was like, oh, but I really love what I did over here
Hmm.
for the TEDx. And I was like, how can I get that in here? And I was like, well, hold on. They are different stories
Mhm.
or a different song. If you can think about it as a different song, and so it was twofold of just
Fascinating. Yeah.
really having to be aware of this is a special thing that was crafted and delivered amazingly and beautiful and awesome. And now there's other things to be crafted and delivered in a different setting. So
Wonderful.
yeah.
Okay, Trish Kendall, thank you so much for being on Just One Question and telling us about your experience with the TEDx uh, scene. And I hope everybody goes and checks it out because it is one of the more powerful TEDx talks I've ever seen. So thank you for being on Just One Question.
Thank you. Thanks, Nick. Happy New Year. Bye, everyone.